Immersive sound, amazing bass and extremely good looks is what makes Edifier R1280Ts speakers great. But that's not everything. Let me tell you a story about them. Hi guys, my name is Vlad and welcome to my channel. So let's do the unboxing first so you can see the whole experience. In the box we have of course the speakers, a bunch of cables for all the types of the connections they have, user's manual and of course the remote controller. They have an amazing design thanks to the use of the wood that looks warm and welcoming in combination with grey parts in the middle and black mesh grille. The mesh can be of course removed if you like the exposed look more, but to be honest it looks amazing even with it on, as it has a nice silver line running on the middle to give it a nice look so they would not look boring like a black box. On the bottom part there is a subtle Edifier logo, both on the mesh grille and once removed. Dimensions are 146mm wide by 241mm tall and 178mm deep. Pretty large for a standard PC speaker. They are more a smaller bookshelf speaker size, but it's actually a good thing. Beneath the grille, each speaker packs a 4-inch woofer and a 13mm dome tweeter and a vent port to move air and allow for drivers to perform more efficiently. The right speaker is the only powered one and the left one is only connected to it. The right speaker also has an infrared sensor for a simple remote control. That is on the front side. The right speaker also has additional controls on the right side. Those include knobs for bass, treble and volume. Bass and treble range from -6 dB to +6 dB, while the volume wheel has an infinite scroll, with added LED indicator on the bottom. On the back side of the right or the control speaker, you will find left speaker out terminals, power on-off switch, this is actual main power. There is also a subwoofer out if you plan to make this to a 2.1 system with a powered subwoofer. And there are two stereo line RCA inputs as well. Edifier has included all the necessary cables for all the connection these speakers have. Those include a cable for the left speaker, 3.5mm to stereo RCA and one stereo RCA to RCA cable. So pretty much this means you can connect these speakers to any device. It can be used on a PC, on the phone, I mean if your phone still has 3.5mm out, and also used with hi-fi equipment which use RCA to RCA connection. The remote controller is pretty basic, but this is extremely useful to have so you don't have to reach the speakers all the time just to change the volume. It has several buttons and let me explain what each do. So power, volume up and down and also mute needs no explanation, but the bottom two are used to turn on or off the spatial audio. This is kind of an emulation that emulates surround speaker sound system, and you can have this feeling that you are surrounded by more speakers. In my honest opinion, do not use this as it destroys the great sound these speakers already have. And yes, thanks to their 4-inch woofer and a 13mm dome tweeter, they deliver 21 watts of power each. The bass and treble knobs are more subtle than many EQ controls, which is a good thing. The drivers also offer a fairly flat response in the neutral default settings, so adding some bass will likely be a move many listeners will go for, not me as I like the flat sound. You can use the combination of two to alter the sound stage a bit to your liking, as not everyone has the same listening preference. Do not worry, this will not mess up the quality of the sound, as these speakers are capable of delivering rich and powerful sound at the same time. I mean, look at that woofer go, mids are nicely pronounced and high tones are in the place. So it's safe to say that they deliver a nice balance of sound. Just do not go crazy with the bass, it will distort the sound and not in a good way like a proper or subtle EQ will, just a little bass and treble. They cost exactly $119.99 and they are correctly priced for what they deliver. They will be a nice addition to any PC setup and even for audiophile amateurs. Take a listen to how they sound. This was recorded with a shotgun mic some 2 feet from the speakers, volume was at 50%. So what's the verdict then? Powerful audio performance with rich lows and bright clear highs. They have an adjustable bass and treble, and you can connect them to PCs and mobile devices, as well as any gear with an RCA output. There are little cons. One is more missing feature available on a higher model, and that is a wireless option, and the other con is that the sound can be a little bit distorted if you push them at the max volume. Bottom line, Edifier know how to make a great product with enough features and crystal clear sound for a great price, and that is exactly what these speakers offer. Much better than some other offerings and will make a great addition to any PC setup. Thanks goes to Edifier for sending them and to you guys for watching. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them in the comments. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, like and share the video, and I'll see you in the next one.